In 2004, Davidson Home Builders, as one of the signature home builders approved to build in the custom development of Covenant Hills in Ladera Ranch, California, chose to build an authentic American craftsman custom home. While the 1896 death of William Morris signaled the beginning of the end of the arts and crafts movement in England, it was a banner year in America. Following the 1895 founding of the Chalk and Chisel Club, America's first arts and crafts society in Minneapolis, House Beautiful began publication. The magazine became the quintessential arts and crafts periodical. In 1897, arts and crafts societies were founded in Rochester, New York, and Chicago. 1898 heralded the founding of Gustav Stickley and Company in Syracuse, New York. It was the simple geometric designs of Gustav Stickley that truly defined the American arts and crafts movement in the early 20th century. Stickley was an ambitious man and a firm believer in the movement's ideals. Not only did he design furniture, but homes as well. When Stickley began publication of Craftsman magazine in 1901, he had a complete vision of the perfect arts and crafts world. Each month, Craftsman would feature furniture and architectural plans for the ideal craftsman life. The years 1901 through 1916 are often referred to as the Craftsman movement, for Craftsman magazine was the chief spokesman for a generation of designers who followed the ideas of Stickley. Like William Morris and Frank Lloyd Wright, both of whom stressed the need for furnishings to fit the homes they were in, Stickley designed homes to fit the furniture he created. Simple craftsman-style homes, often no more than a few spacious rooms, whose only ornamentation consisted of beautiful natural woodwork and room dividers, along with a stone or brick hearth. These fundamental principles permeated all aspects of the arts and crafts movement in America. And after the excess of the Victorian age, in which people crammed all manner of bric-a-brac and furnishings into their houses, regardless of its style, this new manual on living was a breath of fresh air. The Gamble House in Pasadena, California, is an outstanding example of American arts and crafts style architecture. The house and furnishings were designed by Charles and Henry Green in 1908 for David and Mary Gamble of the Procter & Gamble Company. With ongoing projects in Orange County for the last 30 years, Davidson and his team have built high-end custom homes in Newport Beach, Three Arch Bay, Laguna Beach, and Ladera Ranch, bringing over 150 years of combined experience and knowledge to the custom home building industry. After assembling a roster of the finest artisans in their fields, Davidson selected master craftsman and woodworker, architectural interior designer and detailer Boris Kushnir for this project. Over the past 28 years, he has become world-renowned for his creative artistry and design, completing many commercial and residential projects in the U.S., including Sony Pictures, the Port of Long Beach, private aircraft interiors for Prince Saud Al Fazal of Saudi Arabia and President Reagan, and a custom home for film producer Andrew Lazar. Kushnir began learning the woodworking craft from his father at an early age. He later graduated from the Art Woodworking Trade College and earned an engineering degree in woodworking technology from the Academy of Forestry in Russia. The original house plans called for a herringbone and random plank floor design to give it a cozy appearance. Relying on his signature expertise, and in keeping with the arts and crafts tradition, Kushnir decided that the majority of the 4,300 square feet of allocated space should be geometrically designed parquet wood flooring. While still in the design process, Kushnir discovered a new concept that he thought might lead to a new flooring invention. Advising Davidson that slight cost upgrades would add value to the house, he persuaded his brother Michael to provide financial assistance, along with the use of his manufacturing facilities and personnel at Siberian Forest Products. After completing 2 months in the design phase and 6 field measurements, he made 3 separate 1-month trips to Russia. There, he supervised the engineering staff and personnel at the Siberian Forest Factories and at the Kovchek Parquet Company. Kushnir selected Russian rift and quarter sawn white oak, cut and calipered into uniform geometric sizes. Rift sawing at a 30-degree or greater angle to the growth rings produces narrow boards with an accentuated vertical grain pattern. Only available in limited quantities, rift sawn boards are often favored for fine furniture and other applications where matching grain is important. To preserve the quality and guaranteeing the life of the floor, solid wood strips were engineered for climate control. Thousands of different wood components were fastened into different sized panels and replicated throughout the house. Borders followed a wood-coffered reflected ceiling plan. Since every room had a different tile pattern and layout, the tiles were specially designed to create a smooth transition between areas, giving each room a warm, homey feeling and an individual appearance. Even the center of the ceiling light was calculated to the center of the arrangement. Kushnir had to invent a secondary mosaic frieze border to balance the design while allowing modules to be installed without cutting tiles to fit various room sizes. The elevator floor, stair treads, and risers were custom built using the same set of procedures to keep the design and crafted appliques consistent. In all, 15 major design, craftsmanship, and engineering techniques were used. Each area of composition was manufactured and assembled in Russia, then disassembled, marked, inventory labeled, and delivered to the job site. Of his floor design, Kushnir says, "For me, the creation of this project represents a revolutionary amendment to the design, craftsmanship, engineering, and technology of future craftsman-style homes. By introducing old-world, international craftsmanship to the traditional American craftsman home, Kushnir and Davidson together have raised the bar for the rest of the field." For a closer look at the property or to make an appointment for a personal tour, please visit www.davidsonhomebuilders.com.